someone here was like, I love Dr. Pepper, okay? There you go, there's one, okay? They actually have a Dr. Pepper version. If you like Mountain Dew, there's a Mountain Dew version. If you like orange soda or strawberry or cream soda or root beer, they have all versions. Now the difference is for that soda to taste good, it's gotta be cold. If you like it warm, it doesn't taste as great. So cold Zevia is actually really, really good. Now here's the difference. Your brain, the artificial sweeteners, it changes the brain. It's called excitotoxins. You crave it. Okay? It takes an average for a person 2 to 3 weeks to kick that craving. So if you're doing Diet Coke and now you're going to Zevia, you might hate me for the first 2 or 3 weeks. Okay? Okay?
I'm just letting you know.
It's the brand name.
Of soda.
A brand name of soda. Okay? Okay? And you can buy that at Walmart now. Okay?
Yeah.
It's stevia and monk fruit extract. Okay? Alright, now there's other different brand names out there. I'm just going to give you an easy one. You can actually go to most grocery stores, right, to buy, and even Walmart, right? And that's a pretty good version to go. Okay? Sound great? Everybody good so far? Yes.
Say Zevia or
Zevia has stevia inside.
Oh,
Got me?
Okay. Zevia is the brand.
Zevia is the brand with the Z. Good to see you, George. Okay.
Good to see you, Chad.
So,
For yogurt's supposed to be really good for you, right?
Correct.
But it has often a whole lot of added sugars, as you
That's
told us
diet
to look
version.
for added sugars in there, right?
Correct.
So, I found a logo called, it's Giovanni Zero, has to have the word zero on it, and vanilla, and it's at Harris Teeter, and it has stevia and monk fruit in it, not sugar.
so it's not yogurt here, Rebecca eats yogurt, so is that right?
Yeah, no, Giovanni's come out with one. You have to be careful of zero. Because zero in typically all products means zero sugar, but they're using the aspartame or sucralose. There's a sweetener in there. If it's sweet, I mean, they're using something, it's just not sugar. So, don't be fooled by the zero, but Giovanni did come out with one that has the
Good.
more better natural sugars.
Awesome.
It's called Giovanni Zero.
And Giovanni, plain Greek yogurt, and that doesn't have the additives, right?
Right.
Artificial
As
sugar.
far as I know.
You just gotta look at the labels, right?
Yeah,
That's
look at the
the-
label.
Yeah, you gotta read.
Yes.
You mentioned back to the cost of buying information.
Correct.
Lots of people with that information with your husband, that information, and they'll give you a lead or something to, not hurt. Are they ever different?
So, you understand what that means?
Well, they're treating your inflammation. A leaf, it helps with inflammation and it helps get inflammation down, but it doesn't fix why you have inflammation. You're just treating.
So is that a temporary, you take a lead?
Yes.
Temporary. Correct.
Temporary.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna go over the top artificial sweeteners, and we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna tell you why they're not so good. Is that okay? So the first one we're gonna talk about is aspartame. Okay? Another name is Equal or NutraSweet. Okay? Now, aspartame is made from phenylalanine and aspartic acid, and they add also methanol.
Oh.
Okay? So the potential, this is actually research you actually guys can Google and look up as well, okay? The negative effects is neurotoxicity, so it actually causes toxicity or to the brain, right? It actually causes an excitotoxin reaction to your brain, overstimulates the brain neurons, which can lead to headaches, dizziness, and also anxiety, depression. Do we have a problem in our country with anxiety, depression?
Yeah.
Okay. And I wonder how many of those people actually are on artificial sweeteners. probably quite a bit, right?
Look at the new hospital that they had at, for general for the teenagers, because they eat all that
Bad stuff, right?
and they're all depressed and they're all.
Not get better. Also ascertained, the research shows that memory and mood, people are actually having problems with brain fog, irritability, and of course mood swings. People who have some sensitivity, it causes them to have seizures, that's why there's warnings on those. And it's also been linked to cancers. Okay? But if we don't know, we don't know, right? Is that
Oh, but
true?
it'll help your diabetes.
Yeah, help your diabetes, okay? Yes.
Not
Okay.
really.
The next one is called sucralose. Anybody heard of sucralose? It's a really popular one. The sucralose, the other name brand, is called Splenda. Okay? Now, sucralose is kind of a funny looking guy because it's sugar, but they actually chemically alter it with chlorine atoms. Okay? So if you like to if you guys enjoy drinking pool water, you guys should probably put some Is that fair? You guys got that? So they actually add some chlorine because chlorine is really sweet. Okay? And change the form of sugar, we call it Splenda or sucralose. Okay? Now this one, it actually, when you eat Splenda or sucralose, it changes the gut drastically. It kills off about 50% on average of all the healthy gut bacteria in your stomach. So you drink a soda of sucralose or eat some bubble gum from sucralose or whatever, each time you do that, it kills off about 50% of your good, healthy bacteria in your gut. Now, this good bacteria helps you out not having acid reflux and bloating and GERD, right? So how many people have that problem usually? Quite a bit. Okay, see the cycle there, guys? And then you gotta take a medication for that, don't you? Okay? Now, they actually said also, if you use sucralose or Splenda and actually heat it up, it makes it cancerous. Okay? But there's actually some baking ones that you have to go in a store and you actually bake with it. That's gonna cause cancer, they're telling you. Okay? It causes blood sugar confusion, and also at a mitochondrial level, it changes the mitochondria in your cells, and so your cellular energy gets poof. So you're more fatigued, you're tired, you're weaker, you're not as strong, okay? Things like that. The next one is what we call sweet and low. Anybody heard of sweet and low? That was popular back in the day, wasn't it? Okay. Way back in the day, okay? It's also called saccharin. Anybody heard of saccharin? Okay. So sweet and low and saccharin are the same thing, okay? And that's actually made from petroleum-based synthetic compounds, so oil, okay? But you wouldn't put oil in your mouth, would you? Of course you would, okay? It's olive oil, there you go, thank you, okay? Now the side effects of that, it's been linked to bladder tumors, bladder cancer, okay? It also changes the microbiome of the gut, and also leads to weight gain, fatigue, and also diabetes. This is all stuff you guys can find, okay? So, with these, make better choices. You guys good there? That's an easy thing to fix, isn't it? Okay, so now you know. Any questions about sugars? Xylitol, much more natural. Now, remember xylitol, only problem with xylitol, okay, if you eat it in a great amount, it can cause gut dysfunction, okay? So a small amount. Also, I think xylitol is the one that is actually really poisonous to animals too, okay? So not bad in small amounts, but I think if you can Google that maybe, I think xylitol, if your dog eats a pack of mints, it can cause some issues.
I can confirm that as a vet tech, no xylitol for dogs.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so.
Cats are too smart to eat it.
Oh, there. I love it. That's hilarious.
Is that the same as erythritol though?
They're
Saying it
different.
right?
They're different, so xylitol and erythritol are different. They're both good alcohols.
Is it up here? It's not. It's
Right.
not.
I think they're a little bit different.
Thank you.
Bladder cancer, gut dysfunction, and causes, leads to weight gain. Do those.
Oh,
have a unsweet tea and you wanna make it sweet, then so my mom, what she does, she'll pull it out, she does it, it's funny, and she just puts it into her tea, shakes it up, stirs it up, and then it's sweet tea, healthy sweet tea. Okay?
Buy a little package.
Right.
Okay, yeah, because
Thank you. Awesome. We got one.
So in other words, if I put sugar in my coffee,
Yes.
is it better to use stevia or sugar? Regular sugar?
So if you have a choice, you're gonna use like a stevia base versus sugar, okay? If, let's say if you don't have diabetes, okay? If you don't have diabetes, you can have like organic cane sugar or organic, say, coconut sugar. That's okay, but if people have like trying to get 0 calories, right? Then you're gonna look at that, stevia type base or monk fruit, right? It's another version as well, so another kind of 0 calorie, but it's natural. Monk fruit as well, okay? Those are different options there.
So this is, like I'm type 2 diabetic. So if I went to a restaurant and I wanted to sweeten my tea, is it better to use sugar or the stevia?
Stevia or monk fruit, okay? Perfect, good question, sir. M-O-N-K, fruit. Yeah, I know.
My fruit usually has, it's something that's added to it.
Usually it's a erythritol.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah, no, I can't say that word sometimes.
And that's not too bad.
In small amounts, not bad. Now, if you're like chugging 5 coffees a day, and you're putting a bunch of stuff in there, then it's gonna be, of course, different, right? But we shake your head for that.
Well, it's just funny, it's true, it's still everything in moderation.
Right.
I mean, anything or too much of anything is just kind of, is not good.
Okay. So, everybody good with sugars? Everybody good? Let's move on. Next thing is salt. Uh-oh. Now we're talking about salt, okay? So, for some reason, doctors have told you that salt is what? Bad. Okay, to tell you why. Retains water, blood pressure, okay? Okay, let's go with the truth, is that cool? Okay, so white salt, Morton salt is bad. Everybody agree with me there?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The reason why white Morton salt or white salt is bad is because literally all it is NaCl, the sodium chloride. Chemistry? Good. Organic chemistry? Hopefully, I'm not bad at that, okay? So, the problem with that is it's been bleached, it's been processed right, remember closer God versus closer to man, right? More bleached, more processed, and all the natural minerals and trace minerals have been taken away, okay? The alternative is what? Himalayan sea salt. Even better is salt that's actually solar dried, so look at like Utah, sea salt, there's Australian sea salt, Hawaiian sea salt, okay? Celtic sea salt. The problem with Himalayan pink salt, they're finding that because Himalayan sea salt is actually underground, okay? And so they have to mine for it, and they have to use these big machines, and they're finding metal, especially nickel, one of the trace metals of nickel in the Himalayan pink salt, okay? Pink salt, yeah. So what's better is like not Himalayan, like Hawaiian, there's like Utah version, there's Celtic, right? Getting it from Australia. Because it's all like made above ground. You guys got that? So we have some in our office, right? We have that in our office. We have the Hawaiian version in our office. But also a store you might find Celtic sea salt, and that's going to be even better. Correct. Yes, ma'am. Or you can even go to Whole Foods, right? Or maybe even Vitamin Shop might have something there as well. Was that? Wegmans, thank you. Okay. All right.
What about the iodine, Dr. Chad? How can we get it if we're not getting it in the salt?
So iodine is a lot of different vegetables, right? So if you're eating some veggies, like there's a lot of iodine, but also seaweed, right? Or nori, if you're having like even sushi, right? Using seaweed, that has a lot of iodine in it. Iodine is more much to happen, but if that was truly the case, that we should have really no thyroid issues in our country, and we do. You know what I mean? So, I think by the best source of that is getting more of those dark leafy greens, right? With the seaweeds as well, if we're gonna get the healthier version of iodine versus a laboratory made version of iodine that's sprayed onto white salt.
You can find salt on Amazon,
Okay, great.
like the Celtic salt that you're talking, I just typed salt, and I'm just looking on here, even the one that we have in the office is on here, the Hawaiian red salt, it's a little more expensive than what we sell for in our office, but it's on there. I mean,
Good, thank you.
you're welcome.
Who is this bright young lady?
This year?
Introduce her?
This is my Vanna wife. Just kidding.
I'm Rebecca, I am.
This is my
his
beautiful wife, okay?
Aw.
So Rebecca and I have known each other since 2010.
Yeah.
So she's been here
I
almost a
started
year's
working
time.
at the office in 2010, originally as front desk. And just obviously 15 years.
She's a little smarter.
I've gotten smarter than he has, because he's always teaching me. But yeah, so no.
So Rebecca is probably, some of you guys know, how many people have met Rebecca here before? Awesome, thank you, right? So if you don't know Rebecca, she has probably one of the biggest hearts and passion for people that is out there. She really truly cares.
I get emotional just thinking about it.
So
I have a lot of emotion.
She truly loves people. And she's really, I hate to use the word bought in, she's bought into like wanting you guys to get well. That's like a super team, like, you know, how we do things together is really well. I'm very like black and white, like
So smart.
kind of to the point, right?
Right. He's the doctor, and I'm like, but wait.
Yeah, so she kind of tones things down, so you can't say it that way, can't be that blunt.
I am. I'm the social worker.
She's HR, she keeps me in check, right?
Yeah, but thank you. Yes.
So yeah, so she has a lot of wisdom, we've been eating. So, the good thing is the last couple of years, we radically changed our whole eating habits and our food, right? I was really sick about 5 years ago, and some of you guys know the story. I contracted Lyme disease, I had major health problems, brain problems, I couldn't think straight, I was slurring my speech, I had brain fog, I couldn't walk straight, I couldn't walk on the beach, I couldn't walk upstairs, I had to go on my butt to get up the stairs, I couldn't grab anything out of the refrigerator because it hurt too much, so I had the worst health possible, and I had no idea why. Went to all the best doctors, and they couldn't figure anything out. I had started going to Erie, Pennsylvania to get stem cells. That's not cheap, okay? Stem cells is you're looking about $10,000 to do stem cells. I did 2 rounds of that. It helped out for maybe a month, then it came back. Then I traveled to Houston, Texas, to Mississippi. I finally ended up in Indiana, and I found a doctor that does functional health, functional medicine, also the chiropractor, and radically changed my life. And because of that, and hers too, right? And because of that, the reason why we changed pretty much our whole office, okay, and added more is because of me, okay? So it's kind of selfish reason, right? But we found what the root cause was. I had some parasites in my body. I have black mold. I have mercury. What in the world? Didn't even know what's going on. I had gluten sensitivity. I had celiac disease that I didn't know at all. So I was eating bread and pizza like crazy. Really just changed everything. And so the doctor said, you need to change, you need to go on this program, this protocol, and I literally did it in a hotel room. We changed all the hotel room that day. I went gluten-free, egg-free, dairy-free, soy-free for 43 weeks. You guys hear that? All the different supplements to repair my gut, my brain, my liver, and my thyroid. And I can tell you what, that radically changed my life. Okay? It wasn't easy. But a lot of times we don't change until we what?
It gets bad enough.
It gets bad enough, okay? And so sometimes patients come to our office and we'll talk to them and they don't do anything. And my thought is, it's just not bad enough. Because when it's bad enough, people what? They'll change. They'll ride, they'll fly, they'll go to the best person in the world. just like I did. I spent over $40,000 that 1 year out of pocket to get my life back. It was worth every single penny. I would do it again. I would beg, borrow, and steal, not really, okay? To do what I did again, okay? And that's the fact, okay? So that's that. Everybody good there? Okay, so we kind of talk about sodas. You guys go to sodas, right? The other problem with sodas I want to kind of bring into is sodas have what's called phosphoric acid, okay? You guys heard that before, also actually on the can. And so bad, unhealthy sodas have what's called phosphoric acid. Now phosphoric acid actually leaches, it actually attacks calcium and pulls it away. And so where does phosphoric acid cause a problem with that is in our bones, okay? Do we have a country that has a lot of osteopenia, osteoporosis? Okay. So also what does that is what's called coffee. Coffee does it as well, okay? So coffee and sodas can leach bone. All right? I told you I might not like you today, okay? Next thing we're going to go into is what's called MSG and hidden names, okay? Yes. Yes.
Okay. My granddaughter bought me a little container of seaweed chips. Okay, is that good for you? 'Cause I love that.
Depends on the ingredients. I'm gonna say yes until I look at the ingredients, make sure they're healthy ingredients, right? I don't know what's in it.
I don't know if it doesn't good.
So what we're gonna do here next is if you guys see this sheet here, okay? This has MSG, the hidden names, okay? So one thing I've learned, so it's right there. You're good. So we're gonna talk about this for a second, okay? So MSG, monosodium glutamate, right? We've heard that back in the day, that's from what? Chinese food, right? It's a Chinese restaurant's got the bad rap. Remember back in the days, in the 80s, 90s? It's like, oh, I'm not going there, I have the MSG, okay? But we don't realize that it's hidden in a lot of different things, okay? Now, in America, our labels, or the FDA, there's no really requirements of telling you what's the truth, okay? Natural flavors can be anything,